Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got our Digimon 25th Animation Anniversary playmat, along with our bootleg Virus Metal Greymon figure helping us out. We're continuing on with the Digimon shopping experience line of stuff that I bought. And today it's stuff that I bought through Amazon recently, which there's been two items. The first, to give you some context, is a while ago, like a very long while ago, I picked up these sleeves, and initially I was like, gosh, I'm gonna sleeve an entire deck in them, and then I thought about it, I'm like, these look like egg sleeves, so I'm just gonna use them for digi-eggs, which is kind of what I've been doing. But with only 50 of these, that means I can only do like 10 decks. So I was trying to like before this I was just using white sleeves, which they work fine. White sleeves are fine, but these add like a little extra flair and I like them. So I'm using them for like some of the decks that I use a lot, or things like that. And again, there's only enough for like 10 decks, so I am quickly running out. And I was trying to find more, and they're currently not available at a good price, so I haven't picked up any more. However, what I did find on Amazon is someone was selling these ones. And they are pretty much the same thing. They might even be a little better because these have more of like the white back that the digi-eggs do. So these might work out a little better. And again, there are 50 in here. I did say that you could get 10. You could probably squeeze out a little more if you are only using 4 eggs. Because if you're using 5, then you could get 10. If you're only using 4, then you get more like 12 decks out of it. But yeah, I saw these and I'm like, sure, I'll pick them up. They were about 15 bucks, so not too terrible, which is why I decided to pick them up. It's another thing, like, I don't want to pick up sleeves for more than like 15 bucks, because I feel at that point you're just overpaying. I've seen some sleeves online. Like, I went to a store recently and they had some sleeves. I actually have them off to the side here. They had these sleeves and they were only 10 bucks. And I was like, I don't own these sleeves. I might make an antibody deck at some point, because that is becoming like a bigger and bigger card pool. So yeah, I'll pick these up. And they were selling them for 10 bucks. I was looking online for sleeves and I found several people selling this for close to like 60 bucks. There is no reason to pay 60 bucks for sleeves. I don't understand it. I wouldn't do it. It is just crazy. I've also found people like bundling several different sleeves together for like to end up for each sleeve to being like 5 bucks, which that is much better. But yeah, so I really don't like paying more than like 15 bucks for a sleeve, and I have to like really like the sleeves to do that, to pay 15 bucks. Unless they're custom sleeves. Custom sleeves are totally different, because those you're like actively having someone else make. Like, even if it's their own image, like I will pay extra for that. But if it's just like stock sleeves, then I don't want to spend more than 15 bucks. And I don't think you should either. The other thing that I purchased was this through Amazon. And this is the PB04 collection little thing. And if you'll notice, this is not in English. And normally I would search for it in English and I would purchase it in English. However, 2 reasons why I didn't. Number 1, this was only 17 bucks, and number 2, this doesn't exist in English. They didn't make an English release for this. They only did the Japanese release because there are no cards in here. All that's in here is, I believe, a playmat and some sleeves. So there wasn't any reason to have an English release for this. That's why it's got the Japanese on it, and everything on it is in Japanese. Again, I got this for just shy of 20 bucks. I believe this was like $17, $18. But with that out of the way, let's open her up and see what's inside. This is from the PB04. So this is from quite a while ago. I believe the current one we're on is like somewhere around 20, I want to say. I have that one also off to the side. Let me just take a quick check. Yeah, the one that we'll be opening next is from PB22. So So this one is quite old, which I think we'll see in a moment, like as some proof. All right, so open it up. I forgot to get those sides, so let's do that. There's one. That should be good on that side. There we go. Yeah, first off, we get some sleeves, looking very cool, with the two different Omnimons. I kind of wish with the background ones they did a little different, like if they did Defeat and Normal, and then X Antibody and Zwarts would have been really neat, but these are still cool sleeves. Then we get the playmat, which I will try my best to kind of show y'all. First thing first, I'm going to get it out of this plastic. It will join our sleeves, or join our playmats, I should say, as things that we will be using at some point. So yeah, like you can see, like first off, I can show that this is one of the reasons that you can tell that this is an older one is because it ends right over here, whereas this newer one, which again is also official from Bandai, it continues on off the screen. Also, you will notice that it has no kind of field markings. There's no memory marker, there's no breeding area, no place to say to put your deck or anything, which this one doesn't have that stuff. It does have the egg count, or the memory counter, whereas this one does not. So that's just something to keep in mind there. I do really like the design of it, which is pretty cool. But it is very small. So if I do use it, it's going to have to be in this kind of capacity while I'm shooting, just so that it doesn't show the table there. But yeah, overall it's an alright set. Again, it's for $17, so again, like buying sleeves on their own is like $15. This was $17, and you get sleeves and this. And even if you're not going to use this to play games with, this makes a good mouse pad. Like, that is a thing that I do with old playmats. Sometimes, like, I'll buy them and I'll use them as mouse pads. Other times, I will go to stores and they'll have like a free bin, and in there there'll be some old playmats. I believe I got one currently with my computer that is Force of Will, and I know nothing about the game, but that playmat is like nicely stitched around the edge, and it's a good bigger size, and it's a nice thick playmat. So I was just like, well, this is free, I can use it. And when my last mouse pad gave out, I just use that now instead. And I've got a bunch in my closet of, like, not a bunch, but like 3 or 4 different ones that I'm like, whenever the current one wears out, I can use that one. So they're always just kind of a fun little thing to hold on to in case of stuff. Like, you don't have to use these for gaming. These can also be used for your house, which is pretty neat. But yeah, that is the stuff that I bought off Amazon. Before we go, we always need to open up some kind of cards, and from some of the recent tournaments that I've gone to, I've gotten the 2026 tournament pack. So let's open up this one. There could be 6 different cards in it. Let's see which one we can get. I haven't really looked at these yet, and these are the participation packs. I do have a winner pack, which we will open up after we get through all of the participation packs. And this one is Icemon. Ooh, very cool. 5 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 6,000 DP. Can Digivolve from black or blue, is dual color blue-black. Digivolve from level 3 with the Ice, Snow, or Mineral, or Rock trait for a cost of 2. moving on player when digivolving by placing one level 4 or lower ice, snow, mineral, or rock trait card from your hand or trash as a Digimon's bottom Digivolution card until your opponent's turn ends. Their effects can't return one of your ice, snow, mineral, or rock trait Digimon to the hand or deck or affect it with Digivolve effects. Rule trait has mineral type, an inherited effect, blocker. I don't like this one. I'm not crazy about it. Like, I kind of like the idea of like merging the mineral and the ice snow type, but I don't think it's enough there. And I think if they made it enough, it'd be too much. For example, if anywhere on this it had the ice clad, I think that'd be too much. Because if you can just delete a couple of your opponent's things, like Pyramidmon would just be overpowered with ice clad. Alternatively, like if you couldn't and this one had ice clad, it would make you count Digivolution cards, and that would stunt your Digimon. I don't think this fits well in the ice clad, and I think there are better mineral rock trait Digimon to use other than this guy. So I don't think this one works in either sense, unfortunately. But with that, we've finished another video. Again, if you guys have any ideas for future videos, leave in the comments down below. Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a good old thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. The algorithm loves it. Don't forget to hit the bell icon because we upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.